I listened very intently to the brother from Rochdale and the long history of Rochdale, and then I felt I'm from South Gloucestershire. It's not quite the same legacy of historical struggles. Nonetheless, we may have started something. We have about 200 members who are library assistants who work in a secure unit for children called Vinnie Green, who are traffic wardens, and who are care assistants in elderly people's homes. All of these workers are phenomenally low paid. All of them work phenomenally long time in very, very difficult jobs. And they were faced with a council who decided to remove all enhanced pay for Saturdays, which means for these people, on an average, a 10 to 11% pay cut. These are people who earn £16,000, £17,000 a year for a full-time post, but many are part-time. Actually, you are on the breadline already and are faced with that. I have to say, when we started the big campaign around this, I think many people who have been very good trade union activists didn't think it was going to end in a strike. Usually what happened, you complained, you fought, you said it was wrong, and then you said there's nothing can be done. This time, what we did was meeting after meeting after meeting, we went to an indicative ballot. That showed a massive vote for strike action. Then we went to the industrial ballot, and what we got was a 91.5% vote for strike action. These are people, many of whom have never ever been on strike. If you work in an elderly people's home or a children's secure unit, when it's come to national strike action in the past, you have been exempted. This time we said no exemptions whatsoever, and the council tried to put the screw on with the children's secure unit. They tried to use moral blackmail. They were running around South Gloss trying to get social workers to go in, and so on and so forth. We had a fantastic element of solidarity. At the secure unit, we had 40 on the picket line. Every single person who was on strike and who was not voted that day were on the picket line. Fantastic. What was brilliant, 2 agency workers who didn't know they were sent there to do the strike came to the picket line and said, "We do not cross picket lines and stay for hours on the picket line." That shows that if you're a casual worker, if you're an agency worker, you can be organised and you can be part of the fight. The inspiration from Hovis shows that. I put the word around South Gloss to our members about Hovis, about the Glasgow social workers, and people are smiling because it's about time we started to get some victories. And we hear often that actually the problem is declining union membership, and that actually struggle slightly puts people off, and so on and so forth. Our membership in those affected areas has gone through the roof. It has gone through the roof in terms of our organisation. We never had library shop stewards in the libraries, ever. We now have 3, and we're getting more. It's a real breakthrough in terms of our organisation to hold that thing together. And that's a very big step. The picket lines were much bigger than anyone thought that they were. When I say that Yates Library, if you've got to imagine South Gloucestershire, you know, it's a tiny little library, had 40. Every member of staff was on the picket line. Everyone. Staple Hill Library, tiny library, 10 of them, all staff on the picket line. And one said to me, "It makes you feel human again." What a brilliant way to put it. Struggle, fight back, issues of dignity, and a sense that we can do something. We're on strike next Saturday. We're back out. We're going to put the hard line on no exemptions. We're going to call meetings across the council to tell other workers who are supporting us that that threat to getting rid of Saturday enhancements and making Saturday, quote, a normal working day is a threat to every worker across the council. The time to resist and to fight is absolutely now. And the last part I'd say is this. I'm speaking in personal capacity, I'm just saying that. I'm in terrible trouble, so just for the record. I am personal capacity. There can be a danger, particularly in unison, I think, that we can think, because we've sometimes had some complaints about the national leadership, there's nothing can be done. The truth is, we have to build the fight from below and put the pressure on the union, and actually the unison turnout today was magnificent. We built this demonstration from below and got people here. It is not true that members in unison don't want to resist. They are desperate to resist because the cuts coming to us are absolutely thick and fast. And I think there's a change in moods that's starting to happen. And the victories at Hovis, the victories in Glasgow, the inspiration from the last speaker is overwhelming, and one of our jobs, of course, is to spread the news. We know the national media won't do it. I hope the TUC should put every one of these people on the stadium today to give people inspiration, and we have to spread the news that people are resisting and are starting to win.